Hey, what's up? Joshua 6 Up Tabletop. New video today. It's going to be more vlog style. It's going to be an update of what I'm working on this channel, what you might look forward to seeing. Recently been getting into Black Powder, the American War for Independence. And it's been some of the recent Black Powder videos I've been doing on the channel, reviewing the different British regimental battalion boxes from Perry's and Warlord Games. So what I'm going to be doing here is in these vlog style videos, just talking about the progress that I've made. I don't want to do a review every time I paint a new unit, but I want to show what I've been painting, what I've been adding, some of the terrain I've been working on, kind of like the steps in the process. The ultimate goal is going to be a multiple video series, just showing my slow progress to getting to an awesome game of Bunker Hill will be the place to start. By the time I have all this stuff painted up for Bunker Hill, there'll be plenty of troops I can use for many important battles for the American War of Independence. With introductions out of the way, I'll start with some of the model units I've been painting. I'm using the Black Powder 2nd edition rule book, and that book has basically a revised version of the first book. Excuse the camera there. I'm currently working through the orders of battle for General William Howe's brigade. So if you followed the channel, I did finish the 5th of foot and the 52nd foot. Still have some artillery on the way. Got to make William Howe's base. And so I have the Provincial Grenadier Battalion and the Light Infantry Battalion. So that's what we're looking at today. It's just the Light Infantry Battalion. And just want to talk a little bit about my process I did for these. So there's 3 different regiments that represent the initial battalion. Kind of historical accurate, kind of historically adjacent. This is the 5th with their green. I was looking up online. I know they have a bunch of different hats. Just doing some historical research on the light infantry caps during the American War for Independence. And man, there's a lot of light infantry caps. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but I just really, I just like the style. These caps are from the Warlord set. So what I did is I took the cap from the Warlord set, I cut the head off the Perry body. So I put the Warlord head on the Perry miniature. They do come across a little tall compared to a normal soldier. Wouldn't be the case, as the light infantry often would be a little bit on the shorter side. But since this is my hobby and I just really like the look of the early light infantry caps, I believe this is the 52nd with their coloring. And there wasn't an exact, I'm sure maybe historically there would be a specific regiment for it, but for this regiment I just chose the 1st Marines, that they would have some of their light infantry join in with the initial light battalion. So there you go. As you can see here, just wanted to show what it looks like from the side. I painted on the elite wings, the stripes on their shoulders, to designate them as elite company, made in the same way. So yep, I think they turned out pretty good. I like how they look. And let's take a look at some of the terrain that I had been working on. Starting first off, terrain-wise, I made a sort of, it's just popsicle sticks. At least that's what they have here in the US. That's what I call them. It's supposed to represent like a frontier fence. So I just cut them. Still probably painted up a little bit. But yeah, I think maybe this is a good height. Maybe a little bit higher would be good. As you can see, this wouldn't be where the British would be defending, but there's some of this fencing at Breed's Hill, and that would be where some of the American troops would be behind. And I also got this pack of So it's like hay bales. I think it's just like thread, or I'm not sure, sawdust or something, but yeah, it said that it was reinforced with straw. So I'm going to be using these hay bales in conjunction with some of this fencing that I'm creating to, yeah, have a somewhat fortified position where the rebels could hide behind. This table in general is my Bunker Hill table. See if we can get a wider zoom out. It's meant for a 6x4 table. So it would be, this direction would be the direction that the British would be coming. It's not 100% to scale. So you can see here I have some of the earthworks and the redoubt created. I would say the earth is a little bit small, but it does look pretty cool with the British troops, which will obviously later be replaced by American rebels hiding out there. And one of the sides we have this is a British artillery piece from Napoleonic war times, 1812-ish, 1815. But there'll be some artillery put in that place as well. One continental artillery piece will be placed there. So yeah, I mean, I think it's looking pretty good. And the only other thing that I wanted to mention where this project's at, I made some natural wood fencing, and that would be maybe a little bit shorter than I wanted, but as you can see, that would be what it would look like if they have some infantry aiming over the wood. And it was all made with just sticks that I found that I had drying in my my collection. So yeah, without further ado, it's Joshua 6 Up Tabletop. Continue to follow along, and got some surprises along the road. Kind of doing like an alternate history take on Bunker Hill, but it's gonna be awesome getting this stuff all painted up. So if you're here watching, love that. If not, it's not your style video, you like reviews or whatever else, it's no big deal. I just still appreciate whoever's here tuning in, and yeah, see you on the next update. Thanks.